Alright, so here's my attempt at showing people how to drive and operate the 107. I'm going to go through and pause it from time to time to point out key moments, and here in just a little bit I'll also show you guys my build. Just pause it if you need to, if you guys ever want to copy it or whatever. But for the most part, I'm going to be showing 3 different clips, and each one is going to feature different moments, so just try to follow along and listen. So lesson number 1 is to use landscape. I'm actually going to go over here and jump on this hill during my reload because it will throw off his aim and give me time to also get away. And what a lot of people fail to realize is that when you're turning the base of your tank, it will speed up your turret rotation speed. And I use it all the time, which is why another reason I'm always going from one side to the other. And I'm going to use it to hopefully dodge this guy. Alright, so although that didn't go exactly as planned, I had the smoke bombs, which is another big thing that you should probably have. The field boost is just, no, you don't need it. The smoke bombs are essential because they give you that one little moment to get away when it would otherwise be a death scenario. So in this next clip, I'm actually going to be using the body of my tank to turn my turret, switching between targets and using the landscape and the obstacles to my advantage to cause just absolute chaos. So the biggest thing that helps in order to do all that is just knowing the maps, knowing the elevations, and knowing where the hell to go in tight situations and how to use just the map itself along with your speed to your advantage. So rather than going in a complete circle around my target, sometimes I'll actually pull inwards and make it look like I'm getting ready to ram them, and then I'll fake out the opposite direction, hit my E-brake, and get in as close as I can and almost Tokyo drift around them to fake them out. So the next target is a 4005, and my best bet is to circle him, keep his turret away from me, and hope that when he shoots, it misses. And luckily, he wasn't even paying attention to me. So my next goal then is what I do is I usually give myself about 18 seconds. And within that time, I need to do as much damage as I possibly can and also keep his turret away from me. And right here, you're about to watch me panic as I get tracked, hit the rocks, and I'm staring down the barrel of his gun. And luckily, with RNGesus on my side, I managed to face roll the keyboard and pop the smoke and get out of there.
Tracks up, let's go!
Alright, let me explain something real fast. You need to have Sixth Sense. I don't care what anybody says, you need to have it. It tells you exactly when you've been spotted and the moment that a enemy reticle is up your ass. This tells me exactly when I need to act a fool, and it helps me predict from what direction the enemy is in. I usually scan the battlefield with my autolock until it gets a hit, and that also helps me predict where the fire is about to come from. And it's essential when you're in one of these things with paper armor. So on this next part, I'm actually turning around to help my fellow 4005 deal with the light that's surrounding him. And this just needs to be a thing more often in the game because, well, teamwork always works better than running around like chickens with your fucking heads cut off. So what I was trying to do was turn around and pit maneuver, reverse pit maneuver, whatever you want to call it. I tried to hit him to where I would track him and let the Shipbarn take the kill shot, but as you could tell, it almost worked. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little salty that I went through all that for nothing, and he's still over there picking on my guy, so I decided to be a little toxic. So y'all are going to see this a lot, where I'm facing forward from my point of view while my turret is facing backwards, and I'm switching between both views. I do this because it's easy to tell when my shot is lined up with my target when it just simply stops moving. So I can turn my turret or turn my point of view the other way and actually watch where I'm going so I don't hit a rock or an enemy or a teammate. So whenever somebody else pops smoke, I always try to think, okay, why do they do it, and where are they going to go? And then I try to counter that, and also simultaneously use the smoke to my advantage in case anybody else is aiming at me, and I try to catch them off guard on the other side of the smoke. Okay, now what you're about to see is the use of elevation. I'm going to be taking on multiple targets on the hill, and instead of circling or going into a straight line, I'm actually going to be going up the hill and changing directions at the same time, while also using the downward elevation to gain more momentum and then going back up. It's pretty chaotic. And it's about to work. Now, right here, again, I'm using my Sixth Sense and the exclamation point notification to figure out where the hell I'm being aimed at from. I change directions constantly, trying to scan the map until I finally see a shot and look behind me and say, oh, hey, there's one guy way back there. That's where I'm being aimed at from. And once again, you're going to see that I use the terrain and the full speed of my entire tank to fake out and destroy even other light tanks. And this next guy was either committing suicide or had no idea how low he was on hit points. when this dog shit happens, and it will, always remember that you can back up pretty damn fast as well. Another good practice is don't repair your tracks until you are actually tracked. The reason that I did it here is because both of mine were damaged and it actually greatly affected my speed. I swear I don't run into things as often as this. But again, I'm about to show you just how to recover from it. And what I mean by that is just act a fool.
No good. Didn't go through. We hit him hard. We didn't penetrate their armor. Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is destroyed. Mission accomplished.
So, the most important thing to take away from this is that it's very important to be aware of just everything around you, including positioning on your mini-map. You need to be aware of your own tank and how it's moving at all times, and just be aware of everything around you. And if you can do this and do it well, I promise everything will become more of a habit and things will go so much smoother to the point where you can actually have fun doing all the chaotic stuff that you just watched me do. And then once you've inspired your commander and your fellow recruiter to do the exact same thing, you can all rock MVP together.